This 2023 L5P Duramax is here for a lot of stuff today. Stay tuned. We're installing the loudest VGT turbo available for this L5P platform on this truck. Not only that, it's getting a full lighting package from Phil at Fast Headlights, which I am delighted to share with you guys that I'm a dealer for Phil. So if you guys need any paint match parts or you want to do a cheese delete, hit me up. I can get you set up. We're doing the fender flare lights, mirror lights, cab lights, and also back of this truck has traction bars. So a lot of stuff going on, but I'm mainly excited about the turbo because it's a freaking jet, and I don't think I haven't done a video on it. My L5P, I've had it on that truck for 4 or 5 months now, and I just never got to pulling this camera out and filming it. But that's why I'll be doing it on this truck to show it to you guys today. He drove 4 hours from North Carolina to get all of that installed today, and because he just got here and been driving for about 4 to 5 hours, I'm gonna let it cool down before we pull the turbo. That's Trey, that's his 23 Duramax. So currently has HSP piping with a factory turbo, but this 9-blade is gonna be pretty wicked. To do the flares on these trucks, you could drop the liner like on this side. We drop the liner on this side because we're gonna need access to the downpipe, but you can also go from here on this side. But the driver's side is a little bit different because we don't have a lot of access through here. So you can either remove the liner or pop the fender flares like we did. You are gonna break a couple of these clips, in which I think we only broke one on this one. And this one is still good, so just slide this one back in. So just buy some replacement clips. They're like 15 bucks on Amazon. Replace it. Factory flares out already. There's the aftermarket one. Alright, and then gotta put the screws back in. And go ahead and hit the unlock button on your truck real quick. Oh yeah, that's bright. Can't even tell that the rear ones are on. The amber lights, no, you can hardly tell. And then soon we're gonna do the mirrors and the cab lights. Got that factory turbo pulled out. Here's the RDS 64mm. We're gonna have to swap all the components over to this one, and then it can go back in the truck. You need to swap out the actuator as well. hours later, got the cab lights installed. About to find out if they work. All right, all the side markers are working, and yep, cab lights are working too. Hey, look how bright the cab lights are.
Yeah, now they're gonna be bright. Oh,
Yeah, that's freaking, it's like a light bar up there.
They're bright, so.
Yeah, that looks good. And then we gotta do the mirror lights. And then the turbo is installed. I gotta do the turbo vane relearn, which I'm about to show you guys right now. I bought this tool right here. For the longest time, I had to use the GM Tech tool and have to pay like 150 bucks just to hit a button that says relearn. And I got sick of doing that, so I just bought a code reader for myself. And I should have bought this a long time ago because this can actually do immobilizer relearn as well. Here we go. All we want to do is hit VGT relearn right here. And then we should hear it cycling here soon. Alright.
Yeah.
There it is. That's it. First startup. We've got to move it forward, so. Just let it idle. Normally, if you don't do the vane position relearn, on your first initial startup, it's gonna sound like a fixed vane. Okay, so we gotta flash the, we gotta do a turbo relearn. Yeah, that's why it sounds like a fixed vane right now. You won't hear that whistle. Step one is to get this mirror piece out.
Don't break it.
Oh, don't be saying stuff like that.
Broke the hell out of it.
I'm trying not to.
I can't see nothing.
I'm sorry. The other side popped out pretty easy, but there it is. Unplug all these sensors if you can.
What is it, 3 sensors back there?
Yeah, just 1, 2 right here, and then 1 right here.
All right, so see, after you get that, then you get on your cell phone and you go to
YouTube.
JW Motorsports Co. And you buy you one of these dope ass t-shirts.
That's if you qualify to be in the club.
Oh, okay, well.
I mean, I guess you could rock it. I mean, there's 4 T15 screws right here.
When can I get one of these t-shirts?
You don't have one? Well, like you just said, you can go on my website.
There you go.
Set yourself up there.
I did.
But the side trim bezel should come out. There you go. This side was a lot easier.
Okay, what'd you have to click on the back? Don't do that right there.
Yeah, just undo this right here.
All right.
The dealership or the factory GM screwed you over. Unless it's supposed to be like that. I thought it was 2 screws. But maybe not. Maybe GM got cheap and they decided just 1 screw down here and...
The piece looks a lot different from the 16s.
I thought that was a round piece.
It is, but round piece is stuck to the mirror.
Okay.
Truck. 1 here. 1 here. I think that's it.
So they showed infinite.
That was infinite.
Okay.
And then lift the mirrors out halfway. And slide it out like I did earlier.
Here, man, I'll help you out.
Just slide it out.
Just slide it out. You got it. Push that side.
Wait, hold up.
What's you holding up for?
Oh, there's another torch bit. I told you there was infinite amount of torch bits.
Infinite. Bringing your camera up here.
Just slide it out. Just like that. Easy.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy, baby.
And then put the supplied boost auto parts / fast headlights ones.
Man, that is so satisfying hearing that noise. That's dope.
Yep. And then it's actually got switchback built
Alright.
in.
Hey,
So
turn your light off.
got switchback built in. So no, you don't have to do any extra wiring. I'm pretty sure with mine we did. We had to tap into like some of these wires, but this one is like plug and play. So a huge shout out to Boost Auto Parts.
So another one. Why did you say fast headlights?
Because we bought this from Fast Headlights and Phil custom painted it.
Oh, okay. I see.
So the inside actually matches his Ebony Twilight paint code, in which the mirrors aren't painted. So
That's dope.
yeah, if the mirrors were painted, it would have been like completely. It would have like blended in.
So how many actual torch bits should you take out? You just put one back in.
Yeah.
How many do you have in your hands? Because you know, if I was watching this YouTube video on how to, I'd like to know exactly how many torch bits I had to take out.
11 give and take.
Might find one in there somewhere. This thing only go in one way, or is it?
Yeah, it can only go one way.
All right.
So cheese delete complete. Got rid of the amber lights in the mirror, flares, and cab lights. We are almost done with this truck. Cheese delete has been completed. We're gonna lift it up in the air and do an oil change, in which I ideally like to do an oil change before we start the truck with the new turbo, but it is what it is. You're gonna go home with fresh oil
Yes, sir.
and a brand new turbo. And then after that, we're gonna do traction bars, and hopefully it goes pretty smooth, and it'll only take us maybe an hour or 2 hours. For the most part, it looked pretty straightforward, so we'll find out how long it takes. Last thing we gotta do is install Cognito traction bar. I think we might have an issue. The reason why we say that is we have to put this plate on the bottom, and we might need longer U-bolts, which we don't have, but we're gonna at least go ahead and just mount this bracket, at least for today, because that is the hardest part, and might have to order longer U-bolts. Step one for putting this bracket, gotta remove the leaf spring bolt right here. In order to do that, you want to put this truck on the lift and relieve some tension, so jack up the rear end just a little bit. and then the bolt should slide out, and then go ahead and put the bracket in. You're gonna line it up to your frame right here, and we're gonna drill 2 holes. Here is where we ran into a couple of technical difficulties. For one, my camera was filming in slow motion, so there is 0 audio. So right here, I'm going to show you guys how to install the Cognito traction bar bracket. But later in this clip, I explain a couple of things. For example, that we weren't able to successfully install the traction bars because we need longer U-bolts for specific application. We have to finish this traction bar installation later down the road, but we wanted to go ahead and install the bracket first. Installing the bracket is the hardest part anyway, so we went ahead and installed the bracket, and once the longer U-bolts come in, we can go ahead and finish installing the traction bars. And 2 is I got some turbo clips for you guys with my camera. However, everything was in slow motion and it didn't capture any audio. Luckily, I had some clips that I filmed with my phone, so I will substitute it right here. It really sucks that my camera was capturing everything in slow motion and has 0 audio, because I got some clips of how the turbo drives, asking Trey about drivability of the turbo, and giving you guys an inside cab noise of the turbo, which with these newer trucks, due to insulation, it's really not that loud in there. But I unfortunately can't show that to you guys in this video because, well, there's no audio. But as always, if you like this content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. We got a few more things that we're going to be doing to this truck, as I mentioned earlier. So if you guys want to see that, stay up to date. And we're going to be installing tons of more turbos on this channel, so stay tuned for that as well.